Sixth grade Excel, lesson 141, subtracting measurements by exchanging units. It's kind of like regrouping with subtraction of measurement of units. All right, so here we go. Here's a first problem, 3 gallons, 1 quart minus 2 gallons, 3 quarts. And we have a little problem here. 3 cannot be subtracted from 1. And there are 4 quarts in a gallon, so 1 gallon can be exchanged for 4 quarts. So just like in a subtraction problem, like say we've got 37 minus 19, when I go to regroup on something like that, I come next door and I take 1 away from the 3 and give that 1 to the 7. Really what I'm doing is I'm taking 10 away from that 30 and making it 20. And I'm taking that 10 and I'm putting it right next to the 7 and making the 7 17, because 10 plus 7 is 17. That's what's really going on. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to regroup from that 3 gallons. I'm going to take 1 of those gallons and move it over here and combine it with the 1 quart that's already there. So the 3 gallons becomes 2 gallons, but I don't put a 1 next to the other 1 because I'm not taking 10 quarts over to there. I'm only taking 4 quarts over. So the 1 becomes a 5, and that's what they show you right over here. Now once you do that, you can do your subtraction. 5 take away 3 is 2. 2 take away 2 is nothing. There's no reason to write 0 gallons. The answer is just 2 quarts. Here's another example. We have 7 feet 2 inches minus 3 feet 8 inches. I can't do 8 away from 2, so I'm going to regroup from the 7, call that 6 feet, and when I move 1 foot over to this inch column, I'm actually moving 12 inches over to there. There's already 2 inches there, and so I'm going to make that 14 inches. And you see that done over here. Then the subtraction can be done. 14 take away 8 is 6. 6 minus 3 is 3. And so the answer is 3 feet 6 inches. All right, here's another example for you. Number 1 shows 8 pounds 1 ounce minus 5 pounds 9 ounces. 1 minus 9, can't do it. So we come over to the 8, we make that a 7. We just took a we just took a pound off. So how many ounces are in a pound? Well, there are 16. I've got 1 ounce there already, so I'm going to combine the 1 ounce with the 16 ounces that moved over to there, making it 17 ounces. Now I can subtract. 17 minus 9 is equal to 8. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. All right, this next one, the regrouping has been done for us. Go ahead and do this with me. We have 7 hours, 12 minutes, take away 5 hours, 17 minutes. And we can't take 17 away from 12, so the 7 gets regrouped there. We take an hour off of the 7 and make that 6 hours. And when we move that hour over to this column, we're actually moving 60 minutes over. And we already have 12 there, so 60 plus 12 is 72. Now we can do our subtraction. 72 take away 17. Be careful, it's not 2 minus 7 is 5. We have to regroup here again and make this 6 and make that 12. 12 minus 7 is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. So we have 55 minutes. Go ahead and fill that in. And 6 minus 5 is 1. So we have 1 hour and 55 minutes for our answer. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let you give number 3 a shot on your own. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. This problem says 8 yards with no feet next to it minus 4 yards and 2 feet. You can't do nothing, take away 2 and write a 2 down here. If you wrote a 2, you're not getting it. This is the same thing as having 0 feet right here. So I'm going to have to regroup and make that 7 yards. Now I bet some of you added 12 over to this column here, and that's not what we're supposed to put because there's not 12 feet in a yard. There's only 3 feet in a yard. So this becomes 3 feet because I just moved 1 yard over to the feet column. When it plopped into the feet column, it shows up as 3 feet. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1, so we have 1 foot. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 yards and 1 foot is our answer. All right, hopefully you got that one right. Now we've got some problems where you have nothing on your page for these. The problems are written right here. So you're going to pause the video, maybe make it nice and big so you can read these, and then fill in the problems here, along with the solutions. So go ahead and do 4, 5, and 6. Write in the problems, solve the problems, and then turn it back on when you're ready to see how I solved them. All right, so here we go. Hopefully you've already done that. I'm about to show you what the problems are. These are the problems. 4 meters, 12 centimeters, minus 1 meter, 48 centimeters. So can't do 12 minus 48. I have to borrow from the meters, and that makes that 3. Well, how many centimeters are in a meter? There are 100 centimeters in a meter. So I had 12 here before, now it's 112. On this one, it happens to work where we can just stick a 1 there. That's the beauty of the metric system. You don't really have to do any hard regrouping when it comes to the metrics. It's all base 10. So 112 minus 48 is what I'm doing here. Can't do 2 minus 8. I have to regroup and make that a 0. Now that's a 12 minus 8. 12 minus 8 is 4. This is 10 minus 4, which is 6. 64 centimeters. 3 minus 1 is 2 meters. So the answer is 2 meters, 64 centimeters. Number 5, can't do 14 taken away from 8, so I'm going to borrow from these yards here. That's 3 yards now. Notice we're moving yards over to inches. How many inches are there in a yard? Well, there are 36 inches in a yard. 36 and 8 is 44. So that 8 is now 44. 4 minus 4 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. That's 30 inches. 3 minus 2 is 1. 1 yard and 30 inches. Number 6, 6 kilometers, 57 meters, minus 130 meters. So what I'm going to do is regroup. I can't do 57 minus 130. That becomes 5. Now you got to ask, how many meters are there in a kilometer? And there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So this is not going to just be a 1 on there. It's going to be a 10 to make that 1,057. Hopefully you got that one right. 7 minus 0 is 7. 5 minus 3 is 2, and 10 minus 1 is 9. 927 meters, 5 kilometers, 927 meters is our answer on that one. All right, here are a couple more problems. Let's do this first one together. It says Jason bought 5 feet 9 inches of rope. He used 2 feet 10 inches. He has 2 feet, and they gave you the answer already, 11 inches left. How did they do this? They borrowed from the 5 feet, made it 4 feet. They moved 12 inches over to this column. 12 and 9 makes 21. 21 minus 10 is 11. 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 feet, 11 inches. Pause the video, do number 8, and then turn it back on when you're ready for the solution. Okay, number 8 says Tracy bought 4 gallons, 2 quarts of paint, and used 7 quarts. She has 2 gallons blank quarts left. So we're doing word problems here, not any harder than the last problems that we were doing. Only difference is they were giving it to us in words. And she used 7 quarts. So we have a subtraction problem that looks like that. That's how you should have done it. So we have 2 quarts take away 7 quarts, and that's not 5 quarts. We're going to have to regroup. Borrow from the 4 gallons, make that a 3 gallons. There are 4 quarts in a gallon, so this becomes 6 quarts. Oh, now we have a little problem here. 6 quarts minus 7 quarts. That's not 1 quart. It's still not enough to subtract, so we're going to have to borrow again. Let's make this a 2. We add 4 more to this. We get 10 quarts. Now we can subtract. 10 minus 7 is 3. 3 quarts. And 2 take away nothing is 2. 2 gallons, 3 quarts. That one was a little bit trickier. All right, here's number 9 and 10. Pause the video, turn it back on when you're ready to see the solutions. Number 9, Cyrus bought a piece of cloth 3 meters, 10 centimeters long and cut off 80 centimeters. He has 2 meters blank centimeters left. And so we're going to do 3 meters, 10 centimeters, and he cuts off 80 centimeters. So we're subtracting here. Again, we can't do 80 minus 10 minus 80. Let's borrow a meter from here. How many centimeters in a meter? Well, there's 100. We have 10 here already, and we bring 100 over into this column. We're going to have 110. 110 minus 80 is 30. 30 centimeters, 2 meters, 30 centimeters. Mason bought a piece of meat that weighed 2 pounds 4 ounces, but it lost 11 ounces. Oh, and I haven't been filling this in here. The answer would be 30 in that blank. Same thing on this last page. I don't think I filled it in. excuse me, 3 quarts. Okay, number 10, Mason bought a piece of meat that weighed 2 pounds 4 ounces. So you should have 2 pounds 4 ounces, just like that, but it lost 11 ounces in the cooking. 11 ounces. It now weighs, if it lost it, we're subtracting. 4 minus 11, can't do it. Bar from the 2, make it a 1. How many ounces in a pound? Well, there's 16, right? We've already got 4 there. 16 and 4 makes 20. 20 minus 11 is 9. 9 ounces and 1 pound. So it now weighs 1 pound, 9 ounces in the blank right there. Thanks for watching.